My name is Intendrave, and I am back with another episode of Tales of the Hunt. This is the one I got right in time for the sequel, but more importantly, this is the one I got right after the Amazon trip. And the reason why that's important is because the Amazon trip kind of opened me up to a lot of new things, and to this kind of like realization that I have been neglecting some things. And it was kind of in that spirit. It was like, all right, well, I want to do a kind of like makeup series for missing 10 days worth of video uploads and just being a complete and utter train wreck doing that. So I wanted to kind of come back and I wanted to finish Guacamelee. And plus, I was like, it'd be perfect. Guacamelee 2's coming out pretty soon. I want to get my hands on that come September. And I want to kind of just make, I'd like to finish one of these old video series, you know. At that time, we still had a couple of others that had yet to be finished that we were working on, and I just wanted to be in that space of, this is what I have to work on right now, this is what the job entails. But coming back from the Peru trip, I wanted to really kind of engross myself in some, just like, Latin American things, where there was books written in with the setting of Mexico, or it was just games with a very Latin feel. I debated playing Grim Fandango, but I did want to finish off Guacamelee for you guys. And then as I kind of finished Guacamelee, I was like, I can platinum this. Like, what's kind of stopping us from platinuming it? There are 31 trophies in the main game, not counting the Frenemies bonus pack, mainly because why would I? No platinum trophies can come from DLC, if you guys didn't know. So there wasn't really any need to jump into that. So, finished the game on hard mode for you guys, like I had started doing all over again. And, kind of just finished the game. Now, the game has 11 trophies, my bad, that are story related, that you can get by beating the story and having a grand old time there. There are 5, sorry, I wrote them down, and I have to like, kind of keep checking. There are 5 trophies that are completionist based, meaning just by doing everything in the game, for the who put these there, receive 100% of the game trophy, you'll get along that by collecting and picking up things and finding things along the way. Then there are 6 miscellaneous trophies. These miscellaneous trophies require you to defeat certain enemies in certain outfits, succeed in arenas with a perfect escape without getting hit, doing challenge rooms and those type of things. Then there are other. Now you might have noticed that those are only 22 trophies out of the 30 trophies that you kind of have to get if you're going to be doing that. And you're right. You're 100% right. Well, if you're 100% right, why am I not letting you do that? Well, the other trophies kind of get caught by doing the completionist stuff, and by working on that path, you end up picking up the other 8 trophies. One of them is like, there's one for getting a combo of 150, and then there's another one for getting a combo at 200. Both of which are goals needing in the challenge rooms, which you need to do to receive the put some hair on your chest trophy, which is a completionist trophy. So everything kind of works in itself for those 8 trophies, so you don't have to worry about them. Okay. And now, the ones you're going to have the hardest is probably going to be the orbs, which there are wonderful guides online, which I ended up looking at, and I ended up just going through that with a guide, because they're difficult. And the other is going to be the now who put those there, which are the 100% completionist trophy. Now, the reason why that trophy is going to be so hard is because a lot of the things that I have hidden aren't hidden for people. They are hidden as the chicken character. So as you kind of roll around with the chicken character, trying to find things and get through things, you're very easily not looking. You're looking for holes in things that are that big, specifically this big, when you're kind of going through. Now this has 97% because the last save is before I grab the last thing, before I grab the last trophy. Don't worry, I do have the platinum trophy. I will be showing it off to you later. But the kind of things that you're looking for when it comes to these this isn't a good one to show off. Where is a good one? The kind of holes you're kind of looking for when it comes to these things are these tiny little, like, insignificant holes, which now I can't seem to find any. I promise they're there. I promise I'm not just crazy. I promise. That's the temple. Yeah. Like, you're looking for stuff that's this, like, that's this small in a map that's this big, and the only way you can really find these things on this map is this little nub. They show you a little nub, and it's like, alright, that's all you get. Good luck. And it's infuriating. I spent a lot of that 33 hours you see up there just staring at maps, trying to figure out what I was supposed to do. Because I was very, very confused. And now I'm in a giant chicken. I was just very confused, and I couldn't quite find things as quickly as I wanted to, so that just ate up a lot of my time. Not to mention mazes and things like this that also just ate up a lot of my time. But the game is pretty simple all in all. Even on hard mode, it doesn't get too crazy. I think the craziest it gets is the Jaguar fight, the Javier Jaguar fight, and that's only because you have to have really good control over your dimension switches or your powered up punches and things like that if you want to be successful in that fight. And when you haven't played the game for so long, like I hadn't at that point, it's definitely gonna throw you for a loop. I think I ended up spending 40 minutes on that fight on the other save file, just because like it was a really intense. It was just so much happening between the colors changing, the dimension shifting, and everything. And that's the other thing in this game. If you're gonna decide to platinum this game, do it all in one go. This game requires a lot of you. Knowing different button commands, knowing just really the everything. So if you're going to go and do this, know that from the beginning and be ready to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a really rough time. But the game is really sweet. Getting the hidden ending for collecting all the orbs is really, really sweet. It's something I personally really enjoyed. Even though it's not that different, it's not that drastic all in all. But the different ending is definitely really sweet, and it is the canonical ending as well. I might as well bring that into the picture. It is the canonical ending. The trailer for Guacamelee 2 makes it very clear that that's the canonical ending. So just, be aware of that as you kind of do your stuff. For tips and tricks on this, there aren't really many you can kind of do. You kind of just have to follow a guide and stick with it. A lot of it can kind of come down to just grit and determination. When it comes to the orbs things, it took me about an hour to get 2 of them, and everything else, it took me about an hour to get 2 of them, and then everything else got done really quickly. That's gonna be the most difficult thing you do in this game is go on that orb hunt. just because it's absolutely, it takes a game that's pretty easy and kind of cranks it up to, I saw people comparing it to Super Meat Boy, and other people were comparing it to um, Mega Man. I wouldn't go that far necessarily. It's not um, that hard. It's not that frightening, but it is definitely a huge difficulty spike um, up in comparison to what you've kind of been playing as now. There's dimension switches, there's like everything in one game, and it's really intense. Um, so there was that, but everything else I think is pretty self-explanatory. Oh no, the chicken bomb. Let me explain the chicken bomb real quick. So the chicken bomb was something that kind of threw me for a loop for a while, and I ended up looking it up, which you don't have to do, but it's definitely an option. If you want to look up how to do a chicken bomb, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to the Inferno, which I will show you what that looks like. I'm not going to show you how to get there, because you'll find it. You'll find it throughout all the exploring you have to do with doing the 100%. But you end up going to the Inferno, which you can only be got to from the deserts. Kind of go through that mine, that little narrow ways. Which that was another thing. The desert is probably going to be one of your hardest areas to kind of do, just because of how much of it requires using the chicken eggs. Wait, no, let's go down here. And how much of a maze it really does look like. So what you want to do is, once you get all gold up here, gonna come down here, and you have to go through the silver, I believe it's the silver one. Yeah, go to the silver one, go through all the way in the back, and it will be right here. Attack that, and then you now have the chicken bomb. That's the other thing. You can stack your eggs to get extra heights and extra damage if you do see anything, any chicken bombs above you. That was something that took me a little bit too long to realize as well. And then after that is just defeating an enemy with for that trophy and finishing out your journey with that. And this is gonna be the devil's headquarters, the devil's room. I actually haven't spoken to him since being up here, so maybe I'm gonna lock myself in here. Okay. But yeah, this is what the Chacmo rooms looks like. Yeah, you'll find 5 of these around in the game, and the last one will be when you defeat Calaca, like we saw. But there are, so that is everything I can think of right now to kind of show off and show that this is part of the game. All in all, it's a very easy platinum trophy. There's nothing that's too insane. It's not a very easy one. It's a decently easy one. The orbs would definitely throw you for a loop. The completionist things would definitely throw you for a loop. According to PSN, around 10% of trophy hunters, I think the actual percentage is 9.43. Of trophy hunters have this platinum, and according to just general players, only 2% have this platinum. So it's definitely a platinum that people get. It's definitely a worthwhile one. It's just not an all that popular one to get. So with that said, I'm going to show you the platinum trophy, and I will call this an episode. Alright? Bye-bye. Alright, I'm back. What I'm going to do is that this is the platinum trophy, Guacamelee platinum trophy. It's rather uninspired with the design and the name, but I am pretty proud of this one. I am going to admit that, and I think you should be proud of it too. With it being sitting at a nice 2.3%, it's nothing too crazy. It's nothing too intense. It's nothing to be ashamed of either. It is a one to be proud of. Just short of that shout out off the rooftops rating. But thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.